Roblox is one of the biggest games in the world. Well, it's not a game really, it's more like a kid-friendly game design platform where anyone can make games and have other Roblox users play them. Mostly, Roblox is used by younger kids, where they can play games you can't find on Steam or anywhere else, or they could use it as a way to get into game development and even make a little bit of money doing it. But according to a report by Quintin of People Makes Games, the kids making Roblox games aren't actually making very much money at all. In fact, they might be getting screwed by Roblox. Alright folks, before we get into the video, I just want to remind you all to please sub to the channel if you haven't already. And if you aren't subbed right now, then please hit the sub button and turn on notifications because every sub really does help. Okay, so Roblox. One more time in case you missed it, it's basically a tool where you can design and host your own games. Roblox handles the graphics and stuff, you just have to come up with a game idea and then make it within Roblox's interface. It's sort of like a digital game development Lego set. You can make anything you can imagine, in theory. It launched in 2006, but it really picked up in the last couple of years, and some have noted that that was probably thanks to COVID, because kids were stuck at home all day with nothing else to do but play Roblox, I guess. Roblox Corporation, the company that developed and operates Roblox, is traded on the New York Stock Exchange and is worth approximately $50 billion. Now, that probably seems like a crazy amount for what is essentially a game dev platform mostly used by preteens, but over the last couple of years, Roblox has cemented itself as a pretty incredible platform. According to Roblox, they have 20 million games on the platform and paid out over $300 million to the people who developed those games as of December 2020. Notably, Roblox recently stopped calling the games they host games and started calling them experiences because they don't want to get pulled from the App Store for being a store within a store. It's a whole thing, don't worry about it. Anyway, many Roblox experiences, game whatevers, are very successful. One of the biggest games on the platform is Adopt Me, which according to TechCrunch hit 1.6 million concurrent users in 2020. For context, CSGO's peak concurrent players is 1.3 million. More people in 2020 were playing Adopt Me than CSGO, one of the biggest esports in the world. According to the Roblox Corporation, 25% of revenue generated from an experience goes to its creator. But things are allegedly a lot more complicated than that. On August 19th, People Make Games' Quintin released a video called Investigation: How Roblox is Exploiting Young Game Developers.
These kids are not just hobbyists, they're doing real work that is driving the value of one of the biggest video game publishers in history. But with a cut that's just 1/3 of the industry standard and nobody looking out for their health, we had to ask, is the next generation of video game developers being exploited before they've even finished secondary school?
In this video, Smith lays out all the public facts you've already heard, but adds a ton of context from interviews and investigation that suggests that Roblox might be exploiting the kids making games on their platform. The big thing to start with is how Roblox pays you out, because you don't get cold hard cash for making a super successful Roblox experience. Instead, you get paid out in Robux, the currency that you use to buy passes to and make in-game purchases in other Roblox experiences. But to complicate things further, as Smith points out, you don't get to actually turn those Robux into a real-world currency until you hit 100,000 Robux, which cost about 1,000 USD to buy. Because if Roblox is only taking 30% of your revenue, then any successful game should still be generating profit, right? Unfortunately for aspiring game devs, Smith points out two ways in which Roblox really complicates the making profit part of the whole making games thing.
The first thing Roblox tells us young developers is make anything, reach millions of players, earn serious cash. And then the next thing it says is, oh, well, I mean, if you actually want people to play your game, I guess you could give us money. But as duplicitous as it sounds, we know this works because Roblox has 20 million experiences made by its mostly young audience, even though when I spoke to professional Roblox developers, they told me that kids should not expect to make money on the platform.
So what Smith alleges is that Roblox's marketplace is essentially pay to play. When you open the Discover tab in Roblox, it shows you the current most popular experiences. And if you want to push your game up, you have to pay Roblox to advertise it. And guess how you pay Roblox to advertise you? Using Robux, the currency you get for making a successful game. So let's say you go through all of this. You pay your Robux for advertising, your game becomes a hit. Now is it time to convert your Robux into cash? Not quite, because as Smith points out, you still need to wait until you hit that 100,000 Robux before you can cash out. But more importantly, he also notes that while it costs $1,000 to buy 100,000 Robux, Roblox will only buy your 100,000 Robux for $350 US.
Roblox developers get that 24.5% of a game's sales. In reality, it's even lower. If we look at Roblox's published records, we can read that for every $1 Roblox earns in bookings, only 17 cents make it back out of the ecosystem to developers.
According to Smith, once you've put your real money into Roblox's system, you've basically devalued it forever. While Roblox can promise you that you're going to make cash from making successful experiences, it's never actually going to be the same amount of money that you put in. At least not if we're going by Smith's calculations. In case you got lost somewhere amidst all the numbers, what is allegedly happening here is that Roblox is encouraging the people who buy Robux to never cash out of their system. And remember, the people who are buying Robux are mostly kids. And to be fair, things do look pretty generous if you don't cash out. You get a lot of Robux for making a hit. But you can't buy a sandwich with Robux. You can't buy a new game on Steam with Robux. You can't pay rent with Robux, which is something that a lot of indie developers do when their games are successful. Now again, the people designing these experiences and making this money are kids. Roblox boasts about how they're the largest online entertainment platform for people under 18 in the world. These kids aren't trying to pay rent with their games, they're hoping to make a little bit of money after school. But it doesn't take a genius to realize that if the money you're making can realistically only be spent in Roblox without losing a massive amount of value, the system is implicitly encouraging you to keep making Roblox games, which Roblox gets a 30% cut of, so the money train keeps on rolling for them. Remember, Roblox is taking in real human money when people buy Robux to spend on experiences. But the creators making those experiences that people want to spend money on aren't being paid in real money. They're being paid in Robux. And finding all that out is what led Smith to make his video.
What makes Roblox money is empowering kids to become workers with unreasonable expectations of what they can achieve on this platform in a way that would be illegal if it wasn't happening online.
Roblox did not respond to Smith or any other games media for comment. Game Developer received a statement in which Roblox detailed the amount of money that creators have made on their platform. Quote, specifically for Q2 2021, developer exchange fees, the amount of money developers earned on the Roblox platform, totaled $129.7 million, up 53% over Q2 2020 and up 5.6 times over the $23.3 million the developer community earned in Q2 2019. Through the first 6 months of 2021, our developer community has earned $248.7 million, and we are on pace to share $500 million with our community in 2021, which is around 5 times the amount our community earned in 2019. Basically, Roblox is saying that creators have made a lot of money in Roblox. But again, if we're listening to Smith's allegations, we don't know how much of that money is real money. Smith encourages people to share the video and put pressure on Roblox to do better. Unfortunately, given the lack of statements about this, that seems relatively unlikely to happen anytime soon. Right now, Roblox is under no legal pressure or obligation to make any changes to their payout structure. It seems that currently everything they're doing is legal. Remember, game development is still a super new field. Lawmakers are probably completely unaware that anything like this could be happening, which means despite all the allegations, Roblox's current alleged practices are likely to continue, at least until Roblox's stock price takes a hit or creators rebel en masse. I got an onboard for you, Keith. How much money do you think is in this bag? It was in this, I put this in the title card. How much money do you think is in this bag?
I'm gonna go with something like
I know the number.
$80.
$80? Let me know in the comments below how much money you think this is. If somebody is right in the comments, I'll let you know exactly how much money's in here. Or you can cheat and look at my Twitter feed.